Hey guys, welcome back. We are now back in the Model 3 again, and I have just had the latest update, which is 2020.20.12. And I thought for those of you who are waiting to get it, let's have a quick look and see what we are getting in here today. So I've literally just jumped in the car, and here's obviously what's popped up on the screen. So the first update it says it comes with it is GPS update. It says we've updated your car's GPS to improve its stability and tracking. Please note that with this update, the GPS in your car will temporarily recalibrate once after the update, which might cause a few minutes delay in updating your car's position is displayed on the map. So I'm not entirely sure why this was necessary. The only thing I can think of regarding this is apparently if your car is say put on a flatbed truck, it won't update its position. This is what I've been told. So if the car was stolen the night via a pickup truck or flatbed truck, let's just say for example, you could just log on to the app and see where it is. The only way it will update itself is if the car was actually driven to a location. So maybe this is what this is about now. It's actually going to keep updating itself regardless as to whether it's been driven or not. But I don't know for certain. I'm just guessing. I don't understand why we need that, because I found, to be honest, the GPS location and direction of which the car is pointing to be very accurate anyway. We've got Fallout Shelter. I might give this a go. However, I have been told this is one of those tap and wait type games, which I don't really approve of or like. I get very bored of them very quickly. Theatre mode improvements. With this release, you can now play, pause, skip, rewind using your steering wheel controls, which is good. Tracks improvement. I don't use tracks. I know it's a music thing, but that's all I know. And then it goes on to previous release notes. I'm sure there's been some bug fixes as well, and probably some more bugs introduced as per tradition. And yeah, hopefully autopilot has also gotten a little bit smarter. Also with this, what we're going to quickly test now is to see if Sentry mode, with the previous update and the previous video I uploaded, some of you may have seen that Sentry mode was not working correctly, and it was meant to be patched in a future update. So let's see if 2020 has fixed that. I have just walked out to the car now, and I made sure my phone was off or on flight mode, so the car did actually trigger Sentry mode. Last video, for those of you who haven't seen it, although it triggered, it didn't record me. So let's have a look now and see if the footage has been caught on camera. So here we go, and once again I've got a 1 second clip by the looks of things. Not much use here for me. So I stood around for a good couple of seconds here to make sure that once it had triggered, it could definitely record me. It seems to have triggered, but then again, I think that this Sentry mode is always recording. It only saves it if something trips it, i.e. someone walks by, because obviously there's been very many occasions where the car has seemed to have started recording before it's even triggered. So yeah, you can often watch like maybe 30-40 seconds before something actually walks into frame, which you think, that's what's triggered it. So yeah, it's obviously recording, but it's not saving properly. This could be down to my thumb drive, because I have put a new one in here, because the other one I was not happy with the adapter. It kept on breaking down, so I put a new one in. It could be down to that, I don't know, but at the moment this is not really providing me with anything useful if someone was to ding my car or drive into it or break in or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty useless to me at the moment. Maybe it needs another future update, and maybe it's my thumb drive. I'm gonna have to do some experimentation. One of the things actually someone did suggest to me was to change some of the settings, to do a wipe of the memory card to format it. So I'm going to try that now and see if that makes any difference. So for those of you who want to know how you actually format it, if you go to safety and security and then scroll down, you will see format USB device here. So let's do that then. So it says, are you sure you want to format this USB device? It will be formatted using exFAT with a dash cam, and all the data will be erased. Let's go for it. Format. So I've done the format, and it doesn't seem now to recognize the USB in there. It's now saying USB drive is not accessible by dashcam. So let's try reformatting it again as it suggests. That seems to have worked this time around, as all the footage has now disappeared. So let's go and see if we can trigger dashcam again, and Sentry mode again, and see if it this time actually records properly. As you can see there now, Sentry mode has tripped. So let's have a quick look inside and see if it's actually recording me as we speak from the cameras. Okay, so interestingly, it's telling me 4 events have occurred. Well, I guess that's since I was last driving the car, but there should only be one recording on here, which is the one I've just triggered. So let us have a look up here then. So we want to go launch viewer, and let's have a little look here what we got here then. So this supposedly should be the footage. Oh, it seems to, oh, that's interesting. We just jumped forward to 1 minute. There I am. That's interesting. I wonder why. I wonder if it now jumps to the trigger. That could be quite cool if it has, because that was another thing people were complaining about. You'd end up with, like, you know, a 10-minute clip, and you're like, well, what triggered this particular Sentry mode? So you're like constantly jumping around looking for the trigger, and maybe that's what it is now. Maybe it's just jumped back again to 2 minutes. It's very odd. Almost ever want to go back though. 1 minute, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. That's weird. And the right camera here, that's what I'm on, aren't I? Of course, right camera. Interesting. Maybe that's a new thing. Maybe that's just a bug. But yeah, it seems to have actually jumped to the trigger there, which is kind of interesting. Okay, we'll just take it as that. We'll take it as gospel. But yeah, I'll do some more testing on that, and we'll see if the Sentry mode, whenever I trigger it, will always jump to the trigger point, because that'll be really interesting. Fascinating. Really curious. So guys, that is 2020.20.12, the update. I've just gone over briefly there what the functions are. It seems that the dash cam does now appear to be working, though I did have to format it twice in order to get it to actually work. I'll keep an eye on it, and obviously if it starts playing up again and not behaving properly, then obviously this was just a fluke. But at the moment it seems to be working properly again, and slightly improved if it is actually jumping to the trigger points, which is something we've been waiting for a while actually, because it's a nice feature. Saves you have to scroll through like 10 minutes worth of footage. So yeah, how are you guys getting on with 2020? Have you had it yet? Are you waiting for it to drop? Have you had any sort of thoughts on it? Is it working right for you? Is it not working right for you? Or are you just not bothered? I'm hoping that Autopilot also has had some improvements, but that's something I'm going to have to test once I can get out on the road. I mean, I could go out on the road now, I suppose, but I still feel like I shouldn't do, because there's no reason for my journey. I'll just be driving around pointlessly. But I will hopefully get on the road shortly and start doing some testing of Autopilot and its other features. So yeah, exciting times. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, there's loads of like codes down below in the description for things such as, I'm gonna have to turn this off because it's really distracting me. There's loads of codes in the description below for discounts and stuff like that, also referral codes, etc. So have a look down there. Don't forget that. You guys have been awesome. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.